Hey guys, this is AJ Unlimited here to bring you another video. This one I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different. I just wanted to touch on a topic that is kind of a big deal in society, whether you like it or not. It just is, and that's how to be yourself, how to be yourself around strangers, around friends, around even family. So to start off, I just wanted to talk about this weight that's on everyone's shoulders that that's demanding us all to be normal human beings, to fit in, maybe not fit in, but just to be. Oh shit, I forgot I was wearing my headphones. Hold on. It's just this weight on our shoulders to be acceptable to society, and it's kind of an annoying thing in my opinion, because I see so many people that are trying so hard to whether you're at Walmart looking for vacuums or at a job interview, you're trying so hard to impress this person, or to maybe not impress them, but just come across as this a normal human being. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just part of human nature. It's part of the journey as human beings, in our lives. But so many people ask, how do you be yourself? How does that work? What does that even mean to be yourself? And I've asked myself the same question so many times. And as a teenager, 14, 15, 16 years old, even like 19, 20 years old, as a 22-year-old male, I look back on those days, and I think about it, because back in the day, I remember just trying so hard to just be a normal human being. And the worst part about it is it's so hard to be normal. It's so hard to be socially acceptable to those around you. It's like everything you say, everything you do is so. It's like it's almost as if you feel like everyone is watching everything you say and everything you do, and it's an agonizing thing to go through. And I thought I'd just share. And I thought I'd give some tips and tricks on how to get around that, because it's kind of it's a shitty thing, and it's annoying, and it's like one of the most pointless and annoying things to have to conquer, before you move on in the world. So how do you be yourself? How do you do it? How do you just be yourself? I think the first step, to be honest with you, is just obviously knowing yourself, knowing who you are, knowing what you want. But that's as well as easy to it's easy to say that. So I think there's one little simple thing that I've learned over the past few years that I think will help you guys out a lot. Literally, just to treat everyone around you like they're your best friend. And I don't mean go up to them and like give them a hug and treat them like they're the best person in the world, but I'm talking like comfort level. Like talk to them how you would talk to your buddy at school. Like you go up to this guy, it's like, hey, what's up, man? Like, yeah, I got this class, whatever. I mean, don't go up to them and treat them like they're the king of the world. Just go up to them and be nice and kind and genuine. Just, hey, what's up, man? Like, what's going on? Don't like be super crazy about it. Just talk to them. Look at them like they're a human being, just like yourself. Just treat them how you would want them to treat you. And to be honest with you, they don't give a shit about you or what you're thinking or what you're saying. They're just thinking about themselves and how they can act normal in this situation, or how they can, what's the right thing for them to say. And again, it's such an annoying thing, because like I remember I was at this party like a week ago, right after Thanksgiving, and I was watching these two people converse, and I was looking into their eyes, and I can just tell they were both so like on edge, trying so hard to look good in front of the other one, and trying to find the perfect words to say. And it's such a pointless thing, because like they're both thinking about themselves so much, they're not even getting anything out of the conversation. They're not really learning much about the other person. They're just thinking, how do I get through this situation? How do I look good during this conversation? How do I say the right things? I sure as hell don't want to walk out of this house thinking about how stupid I looked or sounded or acted during this conversation. And it's so annoying, because I've been there and I've seen other people there, and I feel like it's such a pointless obstacle to get through, because it's so easy yet so difficult at this. It's such a weird annoying thing, that it's like this fly in your ear. And yeah, that was the one thing that really helped me through a lot of my social anxiety was just talk to this person like they're your best friend. Even my dad once told me, if you're in a really important interview, talk to the interviewer, the employer, this person of really high authority. Talk to them like they're your really bad. They're a really good friend that you haven't seen in like years. Because I mean, if you think about it, these people, they're not any better than you. You know, we're all human beings. Maybe one guy has a college degree. This guy is, you know, the CEO of some company or whatever. But take that away. What does that make them? Just some person who has, yeah, they worked really hard for something. But I mean, they're nothing more than a human being, just like you. You know, and I mean, the only thing you have that's short of what they have is this piece of paper saying they're authorized to be put in this position. You know, I mean, you get what I'm saying? It's like the only reason why we're so on edge about conversing with strangers and friends is because we think that they're better than us. We think we have something to prove to them. But in reality, you don't have anything to prove to them. They're just as insignificant or significant as you are. You know, they're just as impactful in this world as you are. Especially if it's just a buddy of yours. You know, you have a couple of drinks together, whatever. It's like you're just human beings sitting there hanging out, having a couple of drinks, having a conversation. Like I'm telling you, they don't give a shit about you. Not a bad way, but it's like they don't give a shit about what you're saying. They don't care. They're just focused on their own lives and their own plans, what they're doing after this event. You know, the only reason why we're so focused on what we're doing right and wrong is because we are us. We live and breathe and feel everything we are experiencing. And you know, you say something stupid in a conversation and you walk away, you're thinking about that for the next, you know, 10-15 minutes, whatever, maybe even for the rest of the night. But in the meantime, the person you said it to, they're just like literally 5 seconds later they dismiss it. And I even heard about the 5-second rule or 10-second rule. Like if you say something stupid, you think that's stupid, like wait 10 seconds and the person you said that to literally doesn't even remember what you said. And I'm telling you, like the words you say to people are so insignificant. And again, I don't mean any of this in a negative way. You just have to, you know, just use your best judgment here when I'm telling you. But most of the things you say to people just goes right over their head. You know, honestly, most of the things you say, even like things you do, things you wear, no one cares. Everyone's so focused on their own lives that they don't give a shit about what you're doing. They really don't. They just don't. I mean, think about it. When's the last time you sat down and thought, oh man, I talked to, you know, to Jason the other day and he was being an idiot, you know? And even if you did think that, it's like, okay, cool, whatever, you know, he sounded like an idiot, but it doesn't really change anything you think about him. It's just whatever. So my point is, first of all, no one gives a shit about what you're saying, what you're thinking, what you're doing. It's okay to care about what people think about you. I care about what people think about me. Yeah, I'll admit it. I care about what a lot of people think about me. But does it stop me? No, it doesn't stop me. It slows me down a little bit, but it doesn't stop me, and it shouldn't stop you either. But people are just so hard on themselves these days for anything, for mistakes they made, for words they say, for actions they do, and it's such a weird thing to talk about because I honestly I don't know how I feel about the whole thing. All I know is that the key to success is just not giving a shit. You know, the key to getting this job, to getting this girl, to getting, you know, this car, this house is just don't give a shit. Don't give a shit. It's okay to not give a shit, but it's also okay to give a shit. It's kind of a paradox. Because, you know, if you say don't care what people think about you, then people try too hard to not care about what people think about you, and then people get, you know, really edgy towards other people, and then they kind of develop this sort of like, you know, like, who are you? What do you think you are? You know, so it's like, just feel it out. You know, just feel it out. You know, if you don't like the way someone's treating you, then you don't like the way someone's treating you. But you don't have to go one way or the other. You can kind of meet in the middle. It's kind of like there's kind of a gray area there. So, yeah, my advice, just honestly, just do your thing. Just do you. do whatever you're, gonna do. Just honestly, dance like no one's watching, man. Just do whatever you're gonna do and pretend like no one's watching. And if they are, they are. And if they come up to you and they approach you or do whatever they're gonna do, just treat people like they're just as human as you. Treat people like they have experienced as much trauma, as much hardship as you have, but also as much reward and happiness as you have. Treat people like they have experienced everything that you have. That's a good way to put it. I'm very confident with that advice. Just treat every single person around you as if they have experienced everything in life that you have experienced. Treat them like they're your best friend. And I promise you, your social life will change drastically. So yeah, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. I hope I helped someone out there. If, I'm willing to make more videos like these in the future. I'd love to make more of these helpful advice kind of videos. Just leave a comment, or message me if you want to leave any requests. But I'm going to keep on pumping out these kind of videos because I like doing these. They're pretty simple and they're helpful, and I know a lot about this stuff, so just let me know. But yeah, so that being said, thank you guys once again very much for watching this. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, you know what to do. And as always, I will see you next time. Later, Gators.